Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, distinguished guests and investors. We are starting with the next stream, and this stream is concentrated on 9 startups and scale ups, which will pitch to you. We will do this in the following form. I will introduce the startup, I will introduce the presenter. Afterwards, we are going to a video pitch, and after that we are going into a live Q&A.
Hey parents! We are all very aware of the countless number of cyber dangers that are out there today for our children. So I want to let you know about a great app that will protect your child from cyberbullying, dubious websites, and other cyber hazards such as scams, pedophilia, and more. The solution is Keepers. Now, Keepers is a smart solution which provides essential tools for parents. Keepers monitor and protect children from inappropriate content by tracking the suspicious text on their smartphones and alerting the parents in real time. Keepers can detect suspicious or violent conversations on any social media platform like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and even the secret accounts. Now with Keepers, you can know where your child is at any given point and monitor the time that they spend on any given app. Keepers developed an NLP algorithm to detect emotion from texts to protect children from offensive conversations and harmful communication. Now, this will help parents protect their children from direct and undetected threats. All you need to do is install the Keepers app in your child's phone and in yours. Now, you can try it for free, so install it now and get more control of your family in today's society.
So first of all, thank you for your time. It's highly appreciated. So my name is Hanan Lipsky, and I'm a software engineer by profession. I was previously serving in the Israeli army in the cybersecurity area about monitoring, defensive, and attacking. And then after 4 years, I created Keepers Child Safety. And what we have done in Keepers Child Safety, we have spotted there is a lot of problem of cyberbullying. And from my experience, we know how to detect all of the incoming and outgoing text messages on our social media. So we have created a platform that can detect all of the incoming and outgoing text messages on WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, you name it. And if the information is toxic, we can report it to the parent. And if not, we can keep the child privacy. Actually, we are working in Austria, and we are now due to launch our campaign with Dry in Austria by Hutchison. We already translated the application in Austrian, and it's about to be in the stores in 1 month's time from now. And one of our investors is the Blue Minds company, led by Mr. Christian Kern. And we are now planning on maybe opening a subsidiary in Austria because all of our marketing is also in Vienna. Beside Hutchison, we have many more tier 1 customers such as Vodafone in Italy, Megafon in Russia, Rakuten in Japan. And we are working with all of the biggest vendors. Our company right now have 25 people in Israel. Last year, our revenue was $400,000, and this year is already $1.6 million this year due to the COVID reaction. And I can share with you more stories like why I created the company, the story behind it about technology, but I will leave the question to you.
Yes, I see already one of those questions coming in was the turnover last year and this year, which you already answered. So I'm happy if you just continue. Tell us a little bit of the background of the technology.
So I can share the background of the technology, but I want to share a small story about why I created Keepers because it's really important. So when I was 14 years old, I was in a suicide attack bomb in Jerusalem, and then I had to switch schools in the middle of the year. And it was a trauma because to be after this kind of event and to move schools in the middle of the day is not that easy. And years went by, and then I decided at one point in my older life to create this event to make it something which will be powerful, that will help other people. So I created Keepers in a vision to help kids to help parents to be a better parents for kids that having those problems, as I experienced. So one of our vision is also diversity. We have also employees in the West Bank in Ramallah. We're really trying to make this company different. Regarding the technology, we can detect all of the incoming and outgoing text messages based on OCR, which means we can screenshot the images on the screen. Because in the end of the day, even if your application is encrypted like WhatsApp or Telegram, you need to show the text on the screen. Once we can see the text on the child screen, we send it to the cloud, where we have the NLP engine, which can detect if the information is toxic or not. And then we can report it to the parents if it's toxic. Besides that, we can also detect any prohibited website, digital well-being, as we all see on the video of Netflix a couple of weeks ago about the social dilemma. We can decide how much time you want to allocate to your child to be on the device and which website or platform they can use. And we can also know the child whereabouts at any given moment, and you give you a reflection of 30 days behind. So our technology has won the European Commission Horizon 2020 and also the Israel Innovation Authority Award. So we are recognized by the Israeli government for technology and also from the European Commission, which is important. And this is what we're doing, saving children.
Very, very interesting. Just tell me, so I think all the parents under us will be interested, how long, with all these features you have just explained, how long does it take to onboard my child's, and is there then, is this in the form that have to have a look on that during the day, or I'm just alerted when something extraordinary is happening? How is this working?
So this is a very good question. So the onboarding is very easy. It's take up to half a minute. But something more important that we make sure that the child will know that we have keepers. We're not spying tool. We're not hiding from the child. The child can know about it, but he cannot uninstall it because only if he will answer the secret code number on the parent device. Now, the parent will get a notification. We know that the parents are very busy during the day. So if something bad will happen, we will notify them, and yet they can open the application whenever they want. So we have created the application based on philosophy, and we wanted to make sure how we deliver the message to the parent if the child is misbehaving, because it's a bit tricky on application to send any negative messages to the customer. But we figure it out. Another question that you have yet to ask me, our solution is GDPR compliant. We are GDPR compliant and audited by Deloitte, and we're doing penetration tests once a month. Otherwise, we cannot work with those telecom giants. And it's really important for us, the security side as well.
For our investors, one incoming question right now was, well, what are your biggest competitors?
So first of all, I know it's a cliche, but philosophically, we don't have a competitors, because if another solution will save children, they are part of our values. So we have another value companies that are doing the same as we do. For example, we can look about a company named Bark, which is an important company. They are also helping the parent, and they're creating a big community. They are mainly focusing in the United States. We have Questido from Spain, who is also working with telephone companies. Now, the difference between Keepers and those companies, that we don't need a child password for Facebook. For example, Questido, you need to enter the child password. On Keepers, you don't need any password, because if the child will change the password, it will break it down. And we are the only application who can detect all of the social media platform, including Telegram or WhatsApp or Snapchat or what have you, because we are not working with the API of Facebook, for example. We can screen capture. So any other platform we can detect. And something more important that we are doing, we have created our own NLP engine. So we can detect, for example, in German, the Austrian dialect compared to the German, compared to the Swiss dialects. Also in Italy, we have many, many more dialects. So that's really interesting. So we can support all of those differences.
Perfect. Wonderful, Hanan. Last question. We're approaching last question. There is here one question coming in concerning what are the milestones ahead of you, and what is the, from your perspective in the moment, the exit strategy for investors?
So first of all, one of our milestones for this year was to double our income at the minimum, which was last year 400. This is only 1.6. So we have oversized our potential. For the next year, we're planning to go to insurance company. We already signed 2 contracts with insurance company, one in Israel, one in Canada. While they are providing keepers as an insurance policy, if your child has been bullied, then you will get reimbursement for the days that you have been absent from work, and also you will get a reimbursement for X amount of money for psychologist therapists. Now, when you install keeping, you obviously remove or reducing the risk, and this is important for an insurance company that they need to provide new solution for the insurance market. So this is part of our strategy for the next following years, not only working with telephone companies, but also insurance company. And we are also wanting to know what we can generate from the data that we are collecting, which is fully anonymized, but yet we can have a lot of insights to share. So regarding the exit strategy, we already had 2 opportunities to purchase our company, which we said no at this point. We're hoping to sell a company the condition that will be the best for us and our partners and our shareholders. And we are now planning, we have a discussion. I cannot elaborate in this call about this discussion, only in private mode, but we do have some kind of discussion about it. I'll be more than happy to elaborate on a one-on-one chat.
Perfect. You have this possibility, I've already announced we have the investor launches after these pitches. Thanks a lot, Hanan. Best greetings to Tel Aviv, and all the best.